In the energy quadrant, taking a look at the August natural gas futures after falling 1.5% this morning at a huge snapback to up 3.44% on those Henry Hub natural gas futures, all the way up to 3.72 on the high today. That low 3.54 was down 1.56, so that jump basically a 5% turnaround, finishing the day up well over 2.5%. Now that almost turned the week unchanged. We had a pretty negative week going, and now we're only down by a little bit less than 0.5%, almost creating an outside range day today. We didn't get a lower low versus yesterday's low, but we did get a higher high, and then we did get a higher close. So still a small technical reversal pattern, but not an actual technical outside range day. Weather demand is part of the reason. Overall, demand is moderate right now through the weekend, but it's going to snap back to high next week. So it's going to be lighter in the next few days as rain spreads across the east and merges with some of that moisture from a hurricane to tropical storm Elsa. And then there's expected heavy rain in South Texas with highs only in the 80s. Still tremendous heat over the west from the 90s to the 110s. That expected to remain next week, and then demand should spike while that's there, going with east highs back up to the 80s and 90s after that rain subsides, and then hot and humid over Texas and the south, as I already mentioned, joining that tremendous heat that's out west. So that's going to spike demand, and that leads us to the EIA inventories, which at 66 billion cubic feet of a build was a bit smaller than the national analysts' expectations. And then this increased surpluses to 2.574 trillion, but also took deficits to 190 billion cubic feet. Now, next week, we should get closer to the 5-year average, but that's aided by the 4th of July holiday and the extra demand that comes with that.